everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome. My name is Janine A. Golia and I'm a full-time reseller on the Poshmark platform. For those of you that are coming back again and again to see my videos, watch my videos, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Today I have a special video for you. Today I'm going to give you all of the secrets, spill all of the tea on how I photograph my items for resale. I'm going to take you through what I do in order to make beautiful photographs of the items that I'm selling in order to sell them well. I hope that you like this video. If you do, please hit that like button and hit subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start with small items. I have a pair of boots right here that we are going to light up, and we are going to get in close and we're going to take some photographs for resale. What I like to do with the smaller items is I have what they call soft boxes. All of these items that you see here in the background were purchased from Amazon, and I will post the links down below. So let's go ahead and hit all of the lights, and you can see how bright it is when I photograph these boots.
Hi everyone, I wanted to stop the video here for a second to let you guys know that when you're first starting out as a reseller, you do not need to purchase lights. All you need is a good natural light source, like light from a window on a sunny day. You can go ahead and use that as your lighting source to start and just put a tack in the wall and start photographing that way. Make sure your background is neutral. Okay, we're back to the video.
Okay, so you can see in the background what I have going on. I have a white backdrop. You can use a white sheet. It does not have to be anything fancy. Just make sure there are no stains in it. That would be like a plus if there are no stains in the white background. You're gonna want something to prop up your item. You're also, I like to make sure that any light that I have on the item is not being blocked, or like I like to have either reflectors around the item, as much white space around the item as possible, especially if it's a darker colored item. What happens with lighting is if you have an item that is a dark color, the dark color works sort of as a vacuum for light. It's easier when you have a lighter colored item to light it properly. But when you're working with like the darker colors like black boots, you want to make sure that you have plenty of light in the photograph to make sure that it's reflected properly. So I have 3 different soft boxes. That's what these are called, soft boxes. They create what is called soft light, so that you can see. This white fabric, this nylon, makes the light not so harsh. Harsh lighting does not make items look good for resale. Harsh light gives things very hard shadows and doesn't make them look very nice. So what we have is soft light. Soft light creates this beautiful sort of angelic glow around these items, which makes them really palatable for prospect customers. So you can see I have 1. There's another light behind this light, that's 2, and there's 3 lights. And then in addition to those 3 lights, the white background and a soft furry white rug underneath, I also have a reflector, so that any light that is leaving this area due to the dark color down below is actually being taken up and reflected back onto the boots. So you are going to want to make sure that your small item is clean, looks as best as possible, as best as you can make it look. And then you are going to take a picture of the front of the item. You're going to want to turn the item. Here, I'll come and show you how I do it. I will take a picture at 3/4. Make sure you get in and fill the frame with the item. In this case, it's boots. You want to fill the frame of the photograph completely. Fill it up. Okay, 3/4, front, other side, back, and bottom. And sometimes it's nice to have an additional display so that you can kind of like do this to the boot. Like you'll have one boot up and one boot down. It depends. You're going to learn. You're going to train your eye to see what looks more beautiful. Okay? And if there are any nice details, you want to get in really close on those details. Take a snap or two of the detail of the item. Yeah, you're going to want to get in like that close. Okay? And so that's all you have to do to light your small items for resale. And now I'm going to show you my setup for large items or dresses and things like that. I have installed some bulbs into the ceiling fan here, which this is actually my dining room. I've turned it into my Poshmark studio. I have a mannequin. You do not need a mannequin. You can go ahead and hang the item on a hanger and then place it on your neutral background. I've brought the lighting up so that it's hitting the garment and not the background or anything else. You want to make sure that you have all lights on the item and nothing else. And I can show you here that I have my reflector set up. If you are not in a position to buy a reflector and you happen to be a very creative person who has some art supplies around, or maybe you're a collector of some sort, you can make your own reflector. Like I made an additional reflector with just using like artist stretcher bars and some white fabric, so that you can see here. I made this. I didn't buy this. All you need is a staple gun, 4 stretcher bars, and some white fabric. And what happens with this is that you can use it for, let's say you can tell that you're not getting enough light on the item. You block up that space there's no light coming into with the white background again. And then what happens is you're sending that light back onto the item. I will take a photograph this way, and then I will turn the item from 3/4 to side, and I will take a photograph that way. The back. Again, other side. And then full front and detail. And then I will take a picture of the tags, the care tag, the size tag, the brand tag. And some people like to photograph their measurements. What I do is I take all of the measurements, put them on a post-it note, and then photograph the post-it note so that I'm not using up so many pictures to give the measurements. Sometimes the dress looks better on a hanger, and I will not use the mannequin. I will put the dress and I will hang it. On my backdrop kit, I have a clamp right here. And I have a string attached to it, like a ribbon. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your hanger. Use a nice hanger. Don't use an ugly hanger, please. Nobody likes to look at an ugly hanger. If you have a nice wooden hanger, use that one. Take your hanger, put it on that tied ribbon, and just reshape the dress to make it look as nice as possible on the camera. And there you can see, this is what hanging it would look like. Let me see if I can get you full background. There we go. In this case, the dress looks much better on the mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin, you can model it yourself, or you can get a friend to go ahead and model it for you. Next, I'm going to show you how I do flat lays. Flat lays are great for jeans, pants, sweaters, things like that. So let me show you how I change the lighting for that, and I'll show you what solution I came up with to make it more comfortable while I'm taking flat lay photos. You can go ahead and photograph your item by placing it on the floor. Make sure that you have a white background or a neutral background. Take a pair, let's see if we could take a pair of pants, and I'll show you what that, oh, I have a dress for you. I'll show you what a dress flat laid looks like. All right, I have all of the lights facing the item as close as possible. You're going to want to make sure that your background, if you're using like a fuzzy white carpeting like I am, is pristine and clean. Right now I have some fuzzies and stuff that I need to take up, so just ignore those. If I was actually photographing this, you wouldn't see any of that. Okay. You want to make the item symmetrical, flat, clean, straight, unwrinkled as possible. And then what you're going to do, I'll bring you in close. Okay, so I have it ready to be photographed. I'm going to get down below this thing, in between my lights, and photograph it this way.
Okay, so you would be taking the photograph from this angle. Make sure you don't get your feet in there. Now I'm going to show you what I've created so that my back won't bother me after a couple hours of doing this.
Take a box. Take a box. Place on floor. You want to get the height up to about here. Okay. I've taken 4 stretcher bars, put them together, made a frame, and then took one of these cheapy rugs that this one I think I got at Walmart for like $10 or $12. I'll place a link down below so that you can get something comparable if you want to create this for yourself. I've taken one of these furry rugs, and then I use tape in this case, but you can also use, if you have like a staple gun, that works better. And I created a background that I can just angle up in order to do a flat lay. And then this way, after hours of doing this, my back does not cramp up as it normally would when I'm like hunched over a regular flat lay on the floor. And again, you're going to want to take the item, make it look nice, make sure your background is clean, make sure the item is perfect looking, symmetrical in your photograph.
Hey, that's it you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something from it. Maybe it helped to spark some creativity in your own reseller journey. Until next time, namaste and thanks for watching.